there's something that is happening online that, in my opinion as an artist, it's a tragedy. The original design of artists, it's to make this world a better place. It's to show that being different is good. It's to show that creating and expressing and exploring, it's okay. And so when instead of doing that, we are creating from a format, from what they told us to do, or from what we saw and we're copying, then the whole identity of the artist really dilutes. It is our responsibility as artists to not let that happen. Hi, welcome back. I'm Lupe Eight, and this is Become the Director, the podcast by Become. And in this channel, what we do really is to try to understand the mind so that we can show up as our true selves, as the artists that we are, as the honesty that really lives in your bones. I'm a musician, and I spent 10 years of my life living as a musician, living in an identity that it wasn't really my truth, even though, it looked amazing. It looked super rock and roll, super cool, all the shows, all the festivals. But I was deeply sad. My spirit was screaming inside of me. And so at some point, I decided to listen to my spirit. So there was this call that I was having since the very beginning of my career as well, which was, your path is to share the word of the spirit. And so for me, it was, okay, first I did through music, and punk music and electronic music, and I would try to write songs and perform in a way that would open that in people. But honestly, what I had to do was this. Everything took me to this place, and I'm really grateful for everything that already happened. But I'm mostly very grateful that I'm finally in a place where I'm so confident with myself and so in touch with my truth that I can speak in front of a camera to you and share with you the ways in which I became so confident with my word, with my message, with my work, with my art. In order to truly understand the mind, I studied hypnotherapy. I became a hypnotherapist just to understand my own mind. That was 3 years ago. And then it became my career. I am a full-time hypnotherapist. And that's amazing because when I combined my experience as an artist with my expertise now as a hypnotherapist, which really tackles the inner world, the subconscious mind, is that now everything is making sense. I am helping artists become their real selves. I'm helping artists show up as their real selves. So if you're an artist who wants to show up online, who wants to show her work or his work, who wants to be here in this world, which is online nowadays, but you're afraid to show up, you're afraid to put yourself out there because you don't want to sound like others, or you feel you don't have the creativity enough to do this, then stay here, because this is exactly what I work with. I understand nowadays, even if you're a musician, you're a fashion designer, anything that you are meant to have a social presence. You are meant to create a platform in which you can connect with people throughout all the world, right? But what happens when an artist is told to do things in a certain way? We don't do it. We rebel. We don't want to do things the way that people tell us to do it, right? And that's what happened to me with Become, which is this project, my hypnotherapy project. When I started, I was supposed to show up online, and I was supposed to make the reels, and I was supposed to blah, 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 blah. And so I had such a strong resistance to do what I was supposed to do that I didn't. I started showing up very generically with, the same Canva designs as others and looking like another coach in the internet, which was really the worst thing for me. Until I started digging deeper and deeper and deeper. What is it that I'm truly avoiding here? To be seen or to be exposed? Showing up online reflects exactly who you are. And when I clicked on that, is that I started doing it. When you look in front of a camera and you expose yourself, it's not about visibility anymore. It's about truth. It's about freedom. It's very easy to hide behind a picture that is perfectly curated. It's very easy to hide behind, your gig's flyer that looks great because it's your press pictures. It's very easy to hide behind anything that you've created and edited and designed. But when it comes to connecting for real, eye to eye, the more in tune you are with frequencies and with energetics and what we really are as humans, the more you can catch the bullshit in people. And that's another one of my missions. I want to call it all out. I want people to stop fucking believing the hype of gurus that tell you how to become a millionaire, of gurus that tell you that you just need to manifest harder, of gurus to tell you that if you do this and that, you're gonna get this other thing. I invite you to Google all those gurus and to Google them in places and to find comments in places where they don't have the access to delete them. It is heartbreaking, and it happened to me many, many times. I bought products from people, I bought courses from people, and then I found out that they were lying to me. That made my mission even stronger. I want to be a place of safety. I want to be a place of truth. To be a place of truth, I had to become really, really fucking honest with myself. What is it that I was really hiding from? What is it that I don't want people to see? And when I started becoming really, really, really honest with myself, it's that things started flowing. I don't need to prepare too much to make these videos. I don't need to think too much when I'm posting. I just simply do it. It's like art. It's like music. It's like painting. You're just flowing. You're just in the flow. The thing is that to be in the flow, you need to be literally open. There needs to be no obstruction in your body. And your body is your mind, your spirit, your physical body, and many other bodies. And so to not be blocked or constrained in any of those bodies, for you to be a channel, for you to be a real channel of truth and creativity in this world, to make this world a better place, to make this world a more beautiful place, as the artist that you are, then you need to dig very fucking deep. Affirmations or strategies or copying a format, it's not gonna work if you don't go deeper. That's why working with the subconscious mind is so important. Working with your subconscious mind is as if you would be, let's put an example. You're trying to lose weight and you're only focusing on cardio. You're only running every day and you're trying to lose weight. It's good and it's gonna help you, but it's gonna take you a really long time. Instead, if you go and do a detox and you go into a keto diet and you go and you fast and you change the water that you drink and you start drinking water that has actually the life of it inside, if you start sleeping good, if you start doing the things that are inside, if you start going deeper into your transformation, you will see changes way faster. That is exactly why I am so fucking obsessed with sharing the work with the subconscious mind. You can do the affirmations, you can do the meditations, you can do the courses, you can follow the structure of what you're supposed to be posting. But if you're not working with your mentality, if you're not working with your inner beliefs, if you're not working with what you're actually feeling every time before pressing post, nothing's gonna change. You need to think about it as a muscle. If you want to hold more, you need to grow that muscle. And to grow that muscle, you need to nurture that muscle. And how you nurture this muscle when it comes to showing up online and being your authentic self and being the real you is by working with your self-worth, with your self-belief, with your self-confidence, with your inner conversation. All those things happen in your subconscious mind. And I know a lot of people are talking about subconscious mind and nervous system regulation and even hypnosis. And it is great because these are all the new technologies that are coming in for us to be ourselves, to be real in this world that it's so full of plastic. The thing that truly matters is that you are in peace, that you are happy with yourself, that you are happy with your relationships, that you love your work, that you're safe, that you're healthy, that you're nourished. Those are the things that truly matter. And so when you're about to buy something from someone, you need to think for a second. You need to stop and pause and feel your body. Would I like to feel like that person is feeling? Because you're going to buy that. What you're buying nowadays in this time of massive information and massive energetical and spiritual awakening is frequency. You are buying the frequency of the person that is selling you something. That's why I'm here on YouTube, because we can do things longer, because I can be with you closer. If you see my Instagram or even my shorts here on YouTube, they are funny and they're just part of what it is. But this podcast, this moment of reunion with you is what I'm here for. The sessions with my clients, I only do minimum of 8 sessions, precisely because of that. I pour my everything into it, and then they pour their everything into it as well. It's a union of 2 people who are sharing each other to become better, to create something better in the world. It's not time anymore for your little ego. I'm sorry to tell you like this, but I'm gonna be radically honest like I always am. It's not time anymore for your fragile little ego to feel admired or validated or seen or loved or worthy. That's your job as a soul, as a spirit, as a responsible adult to give that to yourself first before posting anything, before creating anything. Give that to yourself first and make yourself responsible of creating something that it's going to nourish this world. That's what we need right now. We don't need more people showing the horrible pictures of what's happening in the world, lowering the frequency of everything around you. What you need is to nurture peace within so that you can create from that place. And I'm not saying that everything needs to be, like a white poncho in Ibiza. Trust me, I've been all over the fucking world and I catch it all. I catch the bullshit really easy. It's not about that. That's why I don't care. I'm wearing my boyfriend's hoodie and I always wear my hat because I protect my head with them. I'm not an influencer. I'm not here to show you how cool I dress or how awesome my life is. I'm here to be with you and be real. I'm here to share with you the tools that saved my heart. I went from being a chaotic rock star. I would play everywhere, the biggest festivals, great slots, big releases. I knew people all over the world. I could go and stay and play anywhere in the world. And I sacrificed all that to be here, to be present, to be in peace, to be me, to be the real me. And the gift, the reward that I got from that huge sacrifice is this. It's being able to share with you one-on-one, eye to eye. This satisfaction that I get from making this video and knowing that you're gonna find it and that it's gonna create what it's gonna create in your heart, it's way bigger of a satisfaction than thousands of people clapping at my show. Thousands of people applauding because my music is so cool and so punk. And it is. And you know what? That's why I published everything. That's why everything is already there. I gave all of my work to the world. In my 20s, I made a lot of music. It's all out there. It's part of my story. I love it. I love what I've done. I did it for my inner child. That was my dream. For my little girl. She wanted to be seen. She wanted to be recognized. She wanted to be rock and roll. I gave it to her. But at some point I chose myself. I chose to be the mother of that little girl. I chose to be the woman, the one that holds the little girl. I chose to sit in the chair of the director. I chose to make myself responsible for my gifts and stop covering them by costumes and facades that were really cool and very underground and very blah blah blah, but they were destroying my soul. And so I want to see more of that in the world. I want to see way more of that. I surrounded myself with artists for way too long and I saw that way too many times. People who are successful, people who are recognized and admired, but when they come home they're sad. When the show finishes they just need to stay backstage to see if someone's gonna give them a little bit more attention. And I love them and I would love them to find these videos. But the truth is that the most important thing is to heal that. Why are you doing that? Why are you questioning yourself before posting? Why are you portraying your life in a way that it's not? Why are you performing all the time to show people something that you are not? Why are you trying to pretend when the thing that you are, it's already amazing? When the person that you are, it's already wonderful? When your art is already super impactful? Why are you masking it? What are you so afraid of? And it's fucking scary to find the truth, to become radically honest, to recognize shit. This is what I've been hiding from. This is what I've been avoiding to feel. This is the truth. But you know what? The truth is what set us free. And that's what I want for everyone. Because once I found it within myself, it's so overflowing. That's what abundance is. It's overflowing that I only want to share it. So thank you for listening today. Thank you for letting me share this with you. I love you so much. And I see you on the next time. And love yourself already. It's gonna solve all the rest of your problems. Bye.